September is here, and having just finished Black Myth Wukong, I'm looking for another game to know life. Luckily, there are a bunch of promising games coming out this month, so let's jump in. Set in the Dead by Daylight universe, The Casting of Frank Stone is an interactive drama horror game that follows the story of 4 aspiring filmmakers. This group is looking to make a horror movie in a steel mill located in Cedar Hills, except the steel mill is haunted by victims of a merciless killer named Frank Stone. Gathering clues, solving environmental puzzles, and making decisions that alter the fate of the characters in this game are a few things that you can expect going into it. And just in case you aren't satisfied with the previous choice, you can go back and change it. And guess what? This game even has couch co-op. You remember that sport in Harry Potter that's basically a mix between football and basketball but on flying broomsticks? It's getting a whole new game based on it. You get to create your character and play either of the 4 positions, being Chaser, Seeker, Beater and Keeper. The names are quite self-explanatory, and if Beater plays like what it sounds like, I know what most are gonna go for. There'll be a variety of competitive modes to choose from, and you can also play this game with friends. Besides, this game will also be available on PlayStation Plus from day 1. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is a bundle of both Ace Attorney Investigations games, where you play as Phoenix's rival Miles Edgeworth. It's not just the 2 games bundled up, but full-fledged remasters that bring quality of life and visual overhauls to the table. Changes like being able to select chapters to replay, autoplay mode that progresses dialogue for you, and get this, a story mode that literally plays the game for you if you're just in it for the story. Astro is one of the most anticipated titles this year, let alone this month. There's good reason for the hype behind this vibrant platformer, since it's a full-length Astro game that is set to take you through various biomes with different challenges. I'm talking 50 planets and 80 levels sprinkled with a bunch of cameos featuring some of the most iconic PlayStation characters. Let's not forget the fact that this game is going to show you exactly what the DualSense controller is capable of. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is where hack and slash meets third-person shooter in the Warhammer 40k universe. It's been over a decade since the first game came out, and it slapped hard. Space Marine 2 is set to slap harder. Why? Aside from the dodging and parrying, hacking and slashing, shooting and scooting, you also get to play this game with friends. It's perfect. They control the 2 Space Marines accompanying Titus, the protagonist. There's a separate co-op mode called Operations as well, and another 3 6v6 competitive multiplayer modes. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is another highly anticipated game releasing this year, let alone this month. Wait, I've said this before. This MMO racer recreates 550 kilometers worth of roads in an accurate depiction of Hong Kong Island. I mean, 1-to-1. You create your character and take to the streets to meet like-minded enthusiasts. There's quite a bit when it comes to activities to do in Hong Kong Island aside from exploring. Take the clan wars for instance, where you have 2 clans that are beefing and you can be part of either. There's a rank mode as well for some competitive fun. There's collectible items that you could look for with different rewards. You can acquire models from 30 different car manufacturers and you have a solid game, especially if you're into racers or cars. Evotinction is a third-person hacking and stealth game. As the name suggests, it's a mix between evolution and extinction at a time when AI has evolved just enough to cause the extinction of humanity. And how did that happen? All thanks to a virus that breached a facility called Here and did a number on the core of the facility's AI system. You use your hacking skills to battle rogue AIs and look for any survivors as you get to the heart of both the research facility and the mystery. In Notria, the last song is based on Italian folklore, so you should expect the enemies, bosses and environment to reflect that. You're in charge of your destiny in the strange land and have the ability to alter the fate of the world with over 120 weapons, 68 skills, masks that function as loadouts, 3 of them spells, a ton of abilities, and an ungodly amount of build variety. There's around 100 different enemy types to try all this on. Dead Rising is a game beloved by many who like slaughtering zombies. This action-adventure is now getting a full graphical overhaul alongside quality of life changes to make it more appealing to newer audiences in the form of UI changes, better controls, and autosaves. For those who weren't old enough to play the original, Dead Rising drops you into a mall infested with zombies as a photographer. You fight both zombies and humans in this mall using almost anything you can find to defend yourself, including furniture, sports goods, cutlery, and even household objects. You see a football? Channel your inner Beckham and kick that ball with the intent to destroy opponents. Like that one time I ran into a goalkeeper who saved everything. That's not all. There's a metric ton more coming out this September. So which one of these games are you looking forward to most? Let us know in the comments, and while you're at it, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Bye.